strange.
What's strange?
I've seen that man several times today.
What man?
Across the street there. Once he even bumped into me. Knocked the packages right out of my hands.
The rings weren't damaged, were they?
What?
I sent you out with 2 rings. Did you deliver them?
Oh, yes. Yes, I did.
What did my lovely Japanese have to say about her gift?
Not much.
Not much. Surely she was pleased with the inscription.
Not really.
Not really?
She read the verse, looked at me, reread the verse, looked back at me and said it's too cold.
Too cold?
She said, well, I suppose it's what must go inside a ring. She kissed the ring and told me to tell you she loved it.
But she didn't love the verse.
I suppose not.
I'll have to make another. I thought surely the sentiments I wrote would impress her.
So it goes. I'll see you tomorrow then.
You can't wait. You can't leave just yet.
The daily chores are completed.
Well, I need you to mind the shop as I go to see Japanese.
But I promised Isabel an afternoon together.
If you would like to maintain your job here, you will maintain your presence. Your girlfriend will have to wait for another time.
You're becoming a nasty Baron Clout.
Baron Clout?
Yes. When I delivered the second ring, he nearly thrashed me.
What did you do to upset him?
I did nothing. As soon as Lady Jahan had the box in her hand, he leapt out and grabbed me by the collar and said, I have you now. He asked me if I was a student from Padua, why I was presenting this gift to his fiancée.
Did you tell him that it was the ring that he himself had ordered?
I didn't have to. Lady Jahan declared herself.
So was Lady Jahan pleased with the gift?
No.
I'll have to visit Lady Jahan after I go to see Japanese.
You there. You are the one in charge of this shop?
As of the last minute or so, sir. Yes, how may I help you?
Why are you heaping such tribulation on my family?
Me, sir?
Are you not the one who delivered the ring to my daughter Jahan this very day?
I admit that I am.
Why do you wish to take the food from our mouths, the roof from our heads, to destroy the happiness we've so diligently crafted?
I'm afraid I don't understand, sir.
It took ages for Baron Klaus to agree to marry my daughter. He was suspicious we were only after his money.
Well, are you?
That is besides the point, young man.
What is the point?
The point is, after you delivered the ring to my daughter, she just locked herself in her room. Now all she does is moans for us to leave her be.
Maybe she's nervous about the wedding.
She should be nervous about the wedding. Her entire family's future depends on it.
So it is about the wedding.
Just look out that window. Streets filled with prosperity. Wealthy merchants abound. When I brought my family here from Italy, I thought sure the promises of fortune were real. Alas, I have done all that I can, but it is not enough. Our only hope is Jahan.
Maybe it would be better if you were to come back later. Then Charles would be here.
There you are, you troublemaker! You owe me an explanation.
For what? Delivering the rings that you ordered?
That ring was supposed to make Jahan happy and grateful. It was not supposed to upset her.
How about it, Baron Klaus? It was all I could do to keep them thrashing this upstart.
Come on. What are you doing here?
The same thing you are. Trying to figure out how your ring has been manipulated to cause such a problem with Jahan. Well?
Maybe it would be better if Charles was speaking. I'll go get him.
Oh. Charles? Who is Charles?
The owner of the shop.
The one who does the actual jewelry making?
Baron, perhaps we have the wrong troublemaker here.
I don't know. There's something shifty about this one. Something absolutely reeking Padua.
No, not Padua. I've never been to Padua in my life.
Baron, you know my family is from Padua. I've never seen this fellow before today.
Since you're not the only ones who have come here from Padua.
What do you say?
I intercepted quite a few missives from certain poets of Padua called Enrico.
Enrico?
You know the man.
Yes, I do. I have forbidden him anywhere near my household. He has quite the nasty effect on Jahan.
So I've gathered.
Why? What did she say about him?
Ah, nothing. She's unaware of his recent detentions. I have been successful in thwarting the fellow's plots this far.
Well, you are both here, and you have both left Lady Jahan unprotected. You'd best go chase this Enrico down.
I will have nothing to do with Enrico. You said I should speak to Charles. Perhaps he can shed some light on Jahan's malady. Where can I find Charles?
Answer his question.
He's gone.
That much we know. Gone where?
He went to see his fiancée, and then to see Lady Jahan.
Lady Jahan! My fiancé!
Come on, Baron Klaus. Perhaps we can catch him there.
If you're lying to me,
May I die if I tell a lie?
that can be arranged.
What manner of boyfriend makes you use the back door? Why not walk right through the main entrance and confront the villain to his face?
I'm too embarrassed for the world to see me crawling to him.
My cousin crawls nowhere. You deserve an outright apology, if not an explanation, and we will have one or the other or both, or we will have his hide.
Hello, Jacquinetta.
Do not hello, Jacquinetta, to the lady you have wronged. On your knees.
No, Philip, he isn't.
He isn't worthy of drawing another breath, you mean. Apologize or taste my whip.
I apologize! I apologize!
See there, I told you it would be easy.
Wait, what do I apologize for?
Nothing. Please rise, Tulio.
Tulio, not Charles.
He's Charles's assistant, or custodian, or...
General errand boy and sweeper up.
You mean you're not a contemptible, self-centered reprobate?
I'm not Charles.
You would welcome and appreciate an adoring, devoted woman.
He's not Charles.
But you do have a steady job.
Actually, it's not so steady. It almost cost me my life several times today.
Then you should make the most of the life you have.
What do you mean?
Once Jacquinetta patches things up with Charles, she and he and me and thee would make quite a wonderful foursome out in the town.
There's one major problem with that.
Oh, what?
I might have known.
Isabel!
Isabel?
It's not what you think. It's not what it looks like.
I'm not blind.
Isabel, you know you're the only one for me.
Don't try and sweet talk your way out of it.
So, he's no better than any other man.
I wish Charles knew how to sweet talk.
At least he gave you a ring.
A bland, ordinary ring with a paltry inscription.
I must admit, I was disappointed.
The owner of a jewelry shop should give a better gift, not a ring like thousands of others.
I would love to have a ring, bland or otherwise.
You know I can't afford that right now.
If you can't afford a token of your devotion, then you can't afford her.
We will not allow you and Charles to toy with our emotions.
But I've done nothing.
Nothing is right. Nothing in a promise of an afternoon together.
Nothing to make her life secure and stable.
Nothing on her finger, bright and shiny and comforting.
And you know what that makes you, don't you?
No!
A big nothing!
Nothing.
Hold your tears, young lady. One scoundrel exposed and one more to set straight.
You mean Charles?
None other.
What has Charles done?
What he has not done, you mean. He has not honored my fair cousin Jacquinetta with a ring commensurate of his professed devotion to her. Where is this Charles now?
Since he missed Jacquinetta, he went to see the Lady Jahan.
Off to visit his second girlfriend.
Nothing like that.
Don't try and cover up his deceit, Tulio. Now I know where you've gotten your notions from.
No more of your lies or misdirections. What say you, ladies? Shall we find the rascal?
Stir him up, you mean? I don't know. We've just set Tulio straight. We must do the same with Charles. All right. To setting things straight.
To vengeance.
To justice.
Together!
Futile activity, if there ever was one.
Charles! I'm so glad you're back!
I know, you're in a rush to see Isabel?
No, not anymore.
I went to see Jaconetta. She was nowhere to be found.
That I won't doubt.
Then I went to see the Lady Shahan. I also could not find her.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that.
What do you mean?
Are you the master of this shop, purveyor in precious metals?
Yes, I am. Charles of Benessit. How may I help you today, my lady?
You've already done so. I'm the Lady Jahan.
The Baron isn't with you by any chance.
No. The Baron is beyond my concern.
I have enough concern for all of us. I'll go stand guard. I mean, watch for him.
My apologies if the ring was unsatisfactory. I will begin to work on another immediately.
No. The ring is very beautiful.
Then why are you not off celebrating with your Baron?
I know my Baron, as you call him, very well. Enough to realize the mystery of the ring.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
The verses you put in the rings. Where do you find them?
Unless upon special request, I only put in the traditional sayings. Fidelitas carior vita.
That's not... What does that mean?
If either of you attended our services regularly, you would know the meaning. Even the newest of novices can decipher the phrase. Sister Una, Sister Due, please enlighten our friends.
Certainly, Sister Gertrude. Fidelitas carior vita means faithfulness is dearer than life.
Thank you, sisters.
Latin scholars should be able to decipher the phrase. However, the normal person may struggle.
Are you calling us abnormal? Oh, how cruel, how callous, now obviously ignorant of what diligent hard workers we are.
You see what you've done? You've made them cry.
I meant no harm by what I said.
What can be meant as harmless by one can be misconstrued as harmful by another.
Not only by what you say, but by what you don't say.
Stop your sniffling.
At once, Sister Gertrude.
I have a feeling I'll regret asking, but what brings you to my shop today?
How little you've said to your own fiancé and how much you've said to someone else's.
Your explanation may be more helpful if it were more explanatory.
Your misguided meanderings have put our parish into an uproar. The bishop has sent me here to straighten things out.
And by straightening things out, he really meant
By straightening you out.
Why have you intruded upon the marriage plans of the Baron Klaus and Lady Jahan?
this Lady Jahan right here.
Whose attentions you've obviously commandeered.
Ooh, commandeered. I like that word.
I thought you might like that, Una.
I have not commandeered the Lady Shahan. She is simply here to discuss her disappointment with the ring.
Not exactly.
Aha!
Caught in a lie. How have you corrupted this fair maiden? Promises of proposals?
Presumptuous plans.
Pledges of possibilities.
I don't understand. If you like the ring, then why has it caused such turmoil in your house?
My house holds an unfavorable future. The ring's inscription sings of Padua in the past.
Fidelitas carior vita?
Ooh, that's definitely a language of the past.
And Latin is from the Italian past. Maybe Padua. Charles and I both know that's not the inscription in the ring.
I think I'm beginning to understand the mystery of the ring.
Tell us, tell us.
Perhaps I can tell you.
Enrico!
The message inside Jahan's ring says, as the worshipper is peace, the countryman is holiday, the hermit is twilight, so do I love thee.
You are the one.
He's the one! He's the one!
He's the one, all right.
He's the one who knocked the packages out of my hands. You're the one.
Not him, Charles.
You're the one.
Me?
You are Charles, aren't you?
Yes, Charles of Benessit, owner of the shop, these troubles and misfortunes.
Hey, you're kind of cute. Simba! Sorry, cousin, the girl's gotta look out for herself. Good, unattached men are hard to find.
I'm not unattached. Jaconetta is the love of my life.
Then why did you find her worthy of more than a token ring with a token sentiment?
I think that and the events that have transpired today can be answered by this gentleman.
You have me, sir. I confess. I switched the name cards on the gifts.
Tricked me into inscribing that poetic verse into Jaconetta's ring.
For me? What do you mean?
meant for you was sent to Shahan, and vice versa. It was part of my plan. All I had to do was simply visit the shop to influence the process.
My process is incontrovertible.
Incontrovertible, maybe, but not uninfluenceable. All I had to do was walk into the shop and simply tell you what I had put into a ring for the one I loved. I was hoping you would put the message into Shahan's ring without my having to refer to further chicanery. However, I saw the gleam in your eye and you began talking about them when you were.
Me?
Absolutely.
I knew you would steal my words to put into your own gift and leave Shahan with the standard saying.
You have tricked me and embarrassed Klaus and enraged half the sinistery of this town.
Not to mention causing grievous bodily harm to numerous people, like me.
My apologies one and all, but I had to speak to Shahan alone.
We're far from alone, but I'd love to hear what you have to say.
You're the one! And go away from my fiance.
Step away from my daughter.
I would gladly step away from this beautiful young lady.
Enrico!
If, and only if, that's what she desires.
I think you know she may make that decision. I am the head of my household.
Father! I cannot be your commodity shuffled off to whoever will provide the most comfort for you and the family. I must be allowed to love. Hear, hear!
You're here.
My reputation is tied to this situation. Failure to follow through will severely influence my future dealings with those who created this fiasco. Do I make my meaning clear, Armand?
Yes, very clear.
Then explain the ramifications to your daughter.
I beg of you, forget this fanciful folly and do your duty for your family's sake.
I have no will to do it. I'm in flight to Padua with the true source of the message in the ring. As for the family, good Sister Gertrude's teachings bid me consider the birds of the air. They neither sow, nor reap, nor gather into the barn, but God watches over them as he will you.
Amen.
This is an outrage! I have been stalked, swindled, jilted, embarrassed, and betrayed by the family of Armand, the staff of this jewelry shop, and the messengers of the church as well.
Beware your bluster, Baron.
I demand what is rightfully mine!
You haven't changed a bit, have you, Klausy?
Klausy?
Do not call me that! I am Baron Manfred von Klaus, and I wish to be addressed as such.
Still the bully, still the little boy in the knee breeches trying to browbeat everyone into getting your way. Stop bothering these people or I'll announce to our parishioners that you forced yourself on them.
You have no right.
I have a right and a left, Klausy. And I'm sure Sisters Una and Dewey would be happy to go and get my ruler.
With pleasure.
You remember my ruler, don't you?
Yes, I remember. Please have the ruler.
Baron, wait! Things didn't work out with Shahan. Perhaps you consider her younger sister. She also has cousins, aunts, widow relatives.
Baron Klaus, now that you're free, how about me? Glad that little business didn't get out of hand.
Now it's time to get back to business at hand.
Right you are, sisters, thank you. To stop these wild carryings on, the bishop has said that he will perform a marriage ceremony at once, and I feel we should take him up on this offer.
Only he was talking about the Baron.
Who no longer seems to need such.
A priest, a chapel, and all the trappings thereof awaiting a wedding. Do I have any takers?
My life, my love, my lady. Would you fulfill my fondest fancy by becoming my bride?
1,000 times yes.
Will you?
Yes, yes, yes.
Enough. Save it for the ceremony. Sister Una, please escort your loved birds to the chapel.
Certainly, Sister Gertrude. Right this way to marital bliss.
And happily ever after.
Hey, wait for me!
You too. Next. I don't want to force you into anything.
Whithersoever thou goest, I go.
Ooh, I like that. So do I.
Wait. You'll be needing this.
Thank you, boss. I don't know how to repay you.
Don't worry, it will be coming out of your paycheck.
You two haven't changed your minds, have you?
Oh no, this is what I've been hoping for.
As have I. I just didn't know how to put it into words before. Isn't it funny how through all these misguided meanderings, everything turned out so well?
It sounds like someone got your message.
People